Hello and welcome to this week's vlog. Happy New Year everybody, and I hope you had a really good Christmas. I was busy doing the festive 500, so look out for an up and coming vlog about that in the near future. But for this vlog I've decided to do a sort of compilation of my favourite things in no particular order that I did in 2017. So working for Cycling Weekly, I'm obviously in quite a fortunate position in that I get to travel to a lot of great places and do some pretty cool things. So I thought, yeah, I'll talk about some of the things I did. My first highlight of 2017 was heading to Tenerife in January, so like sort of this time last year really. We went there with Polka Dot Cycling Holidays, so shout out to them. Thanks very much, because they showed us around and put us up for the week, which was really good. And I'd never been to Tenerife before, so it was a new thing for me. The weather's really good at that time of year. It's a bit more predictable than going to Mallorca or Calpe, which are other popular Christmas cycling destinations. There's also the big thing on Tenerife is Mount Teide, or Teide. Still not decided how to pronounce it. But for those who don't know, Mount Teide/Teide is a 32.7 kilometre climb that rises up an active volcano. It's 2,200 metres in elevation. I'd never been up it before, having never been to Tenerife, but it's a bucket list climb. Decided to have a go and went up there, and it took me 2 hours, which was actually turned out on Strava quite a good time up there. But yeah, 2 hour mega climb. It's pretty cool, but it's a beautiful place to visit, and it's really interesting how the terrain changes throughout the climb as well. At the bottom you've got this sort of quite arid landscape, and then it goes into a sort of alpine landscape halfway, and it reminded me of Hilltop Zone in Sonic the Hedgehog, to be quite honest. But it's beautiful. And then it goes into this Planet of the Apes lunar landscape when you get into the active volcano crater at the top, and it's incredible. So yeah, I'd highly recommend visiting there if you've not been there before. So these are in no particular order, but my second highlight of the year was the time trial season and doing my Project 49 feature. So if you've not seen that, then there's actually a massive video I made, a documentary about trying to do 49 minutes for a 25-mile time trial, which was one of the hardest things I've ever done in my life. It was really tough, but incredibly rewarding to sort of achieve that goal. I put a lot into it, and yeah, it was great immersing myself in the time trial scene of the UK, which is a thriving scene, and you know, it's really good. If you've never had a go at a time trial before, then it might be something that I'd suggest putting on your New Year's resolution list, because you're not racing against anyone but yourself in a time trial. You know, it's just a great thing to do, to push yourself and pin a number on your back and see what you can do. The next highlight on my list was a trip to Nice with my brother Guy. So Nice is one of my favourite places to ride a bike in the entire world. I've been there lots of times, but it never gets old. It's a stunning place, and the roads are incredible, and it's quiet, and the food's good. And I made a vlog about it as well, so there'll be a link to that in the description that you can click on if you want to see it in more go. But if you're looking for a place to visit next year for a cycling holiday, I'd highly recommend you look at Nice. You know, there's a reason why most of the pro peloton base themselves in that region. A lot of people go to Mallorca. That's a well-established cycling destination. Far fewer people go to Nice. It seems that Mallorca's the you know, the well-trodden path, and it is a great place to ride a bike. But if you're looking for something different, if you've been going to Mallorca a lot, then you know, I'd highly recommend Nice. So yeah, check out the vlog I made, which is a sort of guide to Nice. But oh man, I love it there. I love it there, and it was really great to ride with my brother. The next thing I've chosen as a year highlight was doing the Haute Route. For those who don't know, the Haute Route is best described as being the nearest thing to the Tour de France that you can do as an amateur cyclist. It's a 7-day long race, and there's different ones they do. So they do them in the Pyrenees, they do them in the Dolomites, but the one I did was in the Alps and included a time trial at Alpe d'Huez. But yeah, it's 7 days long. and it's savage. It is without doubt the hardest week I've ever had on the bike. You know, 900 odd kilometers of riding with, I think, 23,000 meters of elevation. I was an absolute wreck after doing that. It killed me, and it was really, really, really tough, but incredibly rewarding to ride in that way, and also really eye-opening, because it gave me a real appreciation for what, you know, the pro riders do in the Tour de France or other stage races, that feeling of riding day after day after day. So that was really eye-opening. It's something that's in this list as like a highlight of my year, but I think it's also a highlight of all the cycling I've ever done in my life. It would make that list as well. It is an incredible thing to be able to do, and I mean, the biggest thing I take away from it is the fact that I pushed myself during that week harder than I ever thought I could go. And I know that's a bit of a cliche, but it's just true. It's a phenomenal thing to do. So yeah, something like the Oat Route is something that can't recommend it highly enough. After doing the Oat Route and the time trialing season, I then went on to do the hill climb season, which takes place in September and October in the UK, so sort of autumn. We did the hill climbing feature for that, so there's a big video on that you can watch as well, Operation Hill Climb, which documents, you know, what I did, training in a way that I'd never trained before. So in the past I'd done, you know, a lot of big sportives, done the Oat Route, I've done time trialing, you know, a bit of road racing, that kind of thing, and I'd never trained for anything as short and as sharp and as explosive as hill climbs. So it was really nice to change it up and do something that I'd never done before, and train in a way that I'd never trained before. The thing is with hill climbs is, although they're short, they are some of the most rewarding events I've ever done. You know, it's 4 minutes of utter pain, but you feel elated, and you know, you get such an adrenaline rush from it. It's a great thing to do. If, you know, next year when the hill climb season comes around, enter your local hill climb. It doesn't matter where you come, no one cares. It's just a great atmosphere. You know, just do your best and everyone will cheer you on, and it's great. But if you know, even if you don't enter a hill climb, go and spectate one, because they're great events to spectate. They really are fun, and you know, it's always quite amusing watching people struggle and be sick at the top of climbs. So, you know, it's always quite funny. But the highlight of the hill climb season was definitely the last day of the hill climb season for me, when I did the Sussex Nomads hill climb up Ditchling Beacon, which is a famous climb that's, you know, been in the Tour of Britain, and anyone that lives in the Sussex area will be well familiar with Ditchling Beacon. I was delighted to win. Yeah, that was a big highlight for me. I wasn't expecting to win it, but you know, to win is great, and I felt like I did a really good ride that day. Well, a really good ride for me. You know, a great feeling to do that, and I'm definitely going to be having a go at the hill climbs next year. I'm kind of got bitten by the bug for hill climbing, so I'm looking forward already to next year's hill climb season. So those were my top 5 cycling highlights of the year. I hope you enjoyed them, and if you've got any questions about them, then just fire away and we'll do our best to answer them. And I hope it's given you some ideas, or you know, some inspiration of things that you might want to try in 2018. So now it's competition time, first one of the year. And as ever, thanks for all your comments on the last vlog. It was really good to read, and some really good points made about sort of drafting on Strava, and it's nice to see a nice friendly debate happening, so that was good. And the winning comment, I've decided, is Andy Paintino, who says that being only 62 kilograms, no one drafts me. Does that make me a draft excluder? P.S. Feel free to put that in a Cycling Weekly Christmas cracker. Well, I just thought that was quite funny, actually. Probably a bit too good for a Christmas cracker joke. But yeah, thanks for your comment, Andy, and send us your address and we'll get the helmet, which I have here, in the post for you. So this week's competition is a chance to win this, the Rafa Tommy Simpson biography, Bird on a Wire, which has been written by Andy McGrath, which means it must be good because he used to work for Cycling Weekly. And it's also won the prestigious William Hill Sports Book of the Year award, so very high accolade indeed. But to be in with a chance to win this brilliant book, all you have to do is subscribe to the Cycling Weekly YouTube channel. It's completely free. And also let us know what your cycling highlight was of 2017. And also it'd be nice to know what cycling adventure you'd like to do in 2018. Is there a place you want to go, an event that you want to do? Let us know, and as ever, the best comment will win the prize. But I hope you have a good week, everybody, and stay tuned for next week's vlog, which will be out next Monday. So see you later.